If you've driven across Oklahoma, you've seen the green wheat pastures, and that is actually affecting the feeder cattle markets. And Derrell, let's talk about that.
You know, it's a big surprise in a sense because, you know, as little as late October, we thought the prospects for wheat pasture were very, very limited. And the month of November turned out to be just almost ideal from a wheat pasture establishment standpoint. We do have some wheat fields that are big enough to graze. And so we're beginning to see a few cattle after Thanksgiving when folks realized they had a little forage. In many cases, they didn't have cattle. And so we have seen a little kick in the feeder cattle market in Oklahoma, a little mini run, if you will. And it showed up in prices very quickly because the numbers were pretty small. We had already moved most of the feeder cattle this fall. So it was there. It's pretty much over now, and the markets have actually backed down just a little bit. But it was a nice little thing here at the end of the year, a little surprise that we didn't expect to have.
Especially after the summer that we had for cattle producers.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about the end of the year. I can't believe it. It's almost 2012. Let's talk about the end of 2011.
Well, you know, we've moved towards a transition to another situation here. If you think about beef production, through the first 3 quarters of the year, beef production was equal to or a little bit above a year ago, but we knew it was going to come down. Here in the 4th quarter, beef production is a lot tighter, and it's going to be tighter all through 2012 and 2013. So we're moving into a little different era from that standpoint. From a consumer standpoint, we're going to see more pressure on retail prices. Right now, it's a little hard to figure everything out because it's the end of the year, and that holiday periods are hard to get a market trend. But we are seeing stronger prices on things like ribeyes right now, which says that we're kind of back in the mode of, you know, that's become kind of a strong tradition. The prime rib on New Year's Eve kind of thing seems to be in place, and so we're seeing some of that indicates some improvement in demand. And
of course, you guys are coming out with some new trade data also.
You know, on the international side, it's been a banner year for exports. Exports have really carried this market through much of the last 2 years. Surprisingly strong this year. Exports for the year to date through October, which is the latest data, are up about 23% for the year. We continue to see that. It is winding down just a little bit in terms of the percentage growth on a month-to-month basis. We don't expect in 2012 we'll see that kind of rate of growth again, but to maintain these essentially record levels that we're at right now will be very supportive to the market as we go forward.
Okay, Derrell Peel, Extension Livestock Marketing Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.